So one of my members of the Petanque Performance Academy put a question to me recently about how to deal with stress and pressure when you're actually performing in the game of petanque. So I thought, as always, I like to do videos for my members and I like to do videos for the general public in terms of techniques and tools and strategies that I've used myself to calm myself down, to make pressure just disappear whenever I'm in a tense situation within a game. And there's a number of little things that you can do. And the very first one, just to smile. We are just playing a game. There is no pressure when you smile. It's an old ultra running trick. When pain comes knocking, you say, "Hello, pain, where have you been? Welcome to the party." And that makes you smile and that makes the pain just dissipate because it tells your brain that you're having fun. Tells your brain that there's no pressure, that you're actually enjoying yourself. And this is the same whether you're running an ultra marathon or whether you're in a high stress game of petanque and you have to win and you're really worried and there's other people watching and what will they think and hey, what if I let my teammates down? And all of these are self-imposed pressures. They're things that go on in our brain that we don't actually have to contend with. There are ways, such as smiling, that can just wipe that away and not have any problem. Next one, number 2, control the controllables. What is in your control that you can deal with? Now, you can't do anything about the weather. You can't do anything about your opponents. You can't do anything about the terrain. You can't do anything about the situation in the game or the score. You can only control what you can control right here, right now. So that is your reactions. That is your thinking. That is your strategy. That is the words that you use. That is the pose that you take, whether you're confident, whether your head is slumped, whether you're going, "Oh my God, we always lose. What's going on?" The words that you'll say to yourself, "Oh, Jimmy, you missed again on the left." And all of these different things that are not conducive to controlling yourself. So you have to be in control. So if you can do things like adopt a power pose, that's a very good thing. If you can make sure that your breathing is good, if you can make sure that your mind is not being plagued by the devils that are screaming inside and telling you, "You're gonna miss this shot," you just have to say, "I'll show you how great I am." And then you proceed to obviously take the shot. Leads me on to number 3, which is breathing. Saw a really good young champion recently, Spanish shooter at the Junior World Championship, and also a Thai shooter who was absolutely impeccable. And every single time, without fail, stepped into the circle, big centering breath, just calming things down, just making sure that he was present in that moment. Another good way you can do it, you can look at your ball. You can start saying, "Oh, no, yeah, I play with CXQ. Oh, they're from Obu, yeah." And you can run your hand over the little rough bits, and that just puts you in the moment. Little bit of presence, a little bit of calm that's going on in the turmoil that's it's going on in your head. Because all pressure and all stress is self-imposed. Because no one can make you do anything. No one can make you feel anything. It's your interpretation of events. It's your interpretation of what's actually happening that produces those reactions in the body. So if you want to eliminate things like stress and pressure, you have to accept it. You have to see that it's part of the game. You have to say, "Okay, I can deal with this. I've dealt with this before. I've got evidence. I know that I've done well. Okay, there's been 1 or 2 times where I haven't necessarily done what I'm able to do or delivered, but that doesn't mean it's the same for every single time." Now, this is part of the mental process and part of the words and the phrases that you have to use. You have to be very specific with the words that you say to yourself. If you say, "I always miss to the left," it's pretty much going to guarantee you're going to miss to the left. If you say, "I don't want to be short," you're pretty much guaranteed you will be short. Your brain and your body and your fascia and all of your muscle memory will deliver specific commands that you think and that you say to yourself. If you say, I want to be Kosh length with this ball, you will be Kosh length. If you say, I want to come in on the right and spin around the front ball that is really, really annoying, your body will be able to deliver that. If you say, I want to land a couple of inches just before and kick into this ball, your body again will deliver that. Now, it doesn't deliver it on all occasions. It's not just a magic spell, I wish. It takes, obviously, practice. Pomodoro technique, you'll find that in another video. Have a little search for it. But these are just some of the ideas and some of the things that I use myself. And one final one. Lost count as to where we are. Positive phrases that you say to yourself. There's no point in being negative. There's no point in being the world's biggest enemy to you. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to be the person who has your own back more than anyone. We often say things to ourselves that we would never say to our worst enemy, let alone a teammate. But why? Why would we say these things to ourselves? Now, if you can repeat positive affirmations, which are not just, I'm such a great shooter or any of these things, they have to be like incantations. But you can't be standing on the pitch going, I'm the best shooter, I'm not going to miss any ball, I'm incredible, I shoot like a demon, I just smash everything. People are going to look at you and go, he's a bit loopy. But if inside your mind, you're approaching the circle and you're going, I know I'm great. I know I'm going to hit this ball. I've practiced and I've done so much work to get to this point. I am the best shooter in my club, my county, my region, my country, whatever it might be. Whether you've achieved that or not, if you keep affirming it, if you keep using incantations in your own brain, if you keep running songs like Sia, I'm unstoppable, I'm a Porsche with no brakes, and then you keep repeating these things, I'm unbreakable, watch how good I am, I'll show you how great I am. Do these different things, but run them in your brain, run them on a loop. You'll feel your confidence come. You can't do this for ages. You've only got 1 minute to play your ball, but you can run it very, very quickly. You can have one favorite phrase that you use that is important to you. You can have an identity that you use. Another video I did in the Bull Mind series talking about the alter ego. You can adapt and you can use these different things to create a persona that's totally unsnappable. Used to have it when I was younger. Unsnappable ego. No one was going to beat me. Even if you beat me, all that happened was you got to 13 before I did. So I never actually lost any games. But that was a long time ago. I do still develop these kind of things and I do still push them through. And you need to take as many tips as you can from me, from others, to develop your own strength, your own backbone when it comes to dealing with stress, when it comes to dealing with pressure, and realize it's all going on within these 6 inches of real estate within your head. It's all self-imposed. So do your best to wipe all that away and start again. Thanks.